Hi, this is Charlie with Boxing Focus talking Peter Quillin and Andy Lee. I like Quillin. I like Quillin in this fight. I like Andy Lee. Unfortunately, I don't think this matchup's too great for him. Quillin is cautious, is one way of putting it, as well as technically good and quite athletic. I just think he's just going to build up a large lead on the scorecards and pick Lee off from range. And Lee doesn't seem to be too great at landing not effective shots anyway from distance, despite the fact he's not that small at middleweight. He's got good length. He's quite tall, but he doesn't really seem to maximise it. Doesn't really seem to take advantage of his jab, and Quillin just seems to be the much better distance puncher to me. Also, Quillin is cautious. I don't see him rushing in like John Jackson did. I don't see him being naive in the pocket like Korobov was. So it's very difficult for me to see Quillin coming forward with his hands down, walking into a shot a la Jackson. It's very difficult for me to see Quillin trying to exchange hooks on the inside, thinking he's getting the better of it and being loose with his guard a la Korobov. And I think those two fights mask the fact that Lee was really struggling at range and getting picked apart. I don't think Quillin really has the size to impose himself on Lee the way that, say, Chavez Jr. did. I just think it's going to be a bit of not a chess match, but it's going to be a bit of a tactics fight at distance, and that's going to favour Quillin. I just don't think Quillin is naive enough to put himself in those kind of positions where Lee can take advantage of his main strength, which is his ability to throw a really good, short, compact hook or uppercut when he's supposedly badly hurt. Quillin's just not going to give that to him, and that's why I see Quillin taking this by decision. Lee's a tough cookie. Quillin's got a bit of pop, but I don't see him stopping Andy Lee. I don't see Andy Lee folding like that. I think Lee's going to push him the entire way. And then it's a good fight for Quillin because Quillin really lacks tests on his resume. I mean, I think Rosado possibly was the biggest test of his career so far. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it quite a lot. But that's more from a technical perspective. I don't think this is going to be the greatest fight for the fans, unfortunately. Even though Andy Lee doesn't tend to be in boring fights, but I think that's going to be Quillin's job to make it boring and win it. This is Charlie with Boxing Focus.